Today we have two super important games in both the league and the FA Cup that could massively impact our chances of doing the quadruple this season. Welcome back to the series where we are doing a 5-year rebuild of Manchester United and trying to win the quadruple. As we can see, form is fantastic. We haven't lost a game in ages, and hopefully we continue that today as we face Manchester City in the FA Cup 4th round and then Liverpool in the Premier League. Currently, as it stands in the Premier League, we are actually, I didn't even realise this, 5 points clear of Liverpool, which means Liverpool have had another bad result in the last match, I think, because we were 2 points clear. So yeah, they drew against Spurs, they lost against Arsenal, and then they've drawn against Spurs in the FA Cup, but that loss to Arsenal is what's cost them. If we win against them in the Premier League, we're going to draw massively clear at the top and do ourselves a brilliant chance of winning the Premier League then. But for now, we need to focus on the FA Cup and beating local rivals at Manchester City. We've got Donnarumma in goal today, Mendes, Upamecano, Fofana and Simakan as our back four. Tonali, Milankovic-Savic and Bellingham starting midfield behind Musiala, Lewandowski and Keane up front. Keane, who's done all right since he's been here. He scored a goal. And he's been very good at laying off assists to other people and just genuinely being a little bit of a nuisance in terms of the opposition defence, which he isn't scoring loads, but if he can be a nuisance and impact the game that way, then we're more than happy for him to do that. Lorenzo Lucas come on and made a couple of substitute appearances so far, not scored so far for the club. Maybe he'll do it today against Manchester City. Again, that's always a nice way to announce yourself to Manchester United fans. Hi, by the way, I've joined. I'm going to go and batter Manchester City for you. We have got a pretty good record against City, at least in this series, but we always see, well, we got a good record against them, but we always seem to struggle. We seem to like ride our luck a lot against Manchester City. And here they are with a throw-in, but that one is cut out instantly and we regain possession very quickly off of that throw-in. And can we now build and attack ourselves? Big ball forward, nodded down there, but it is straight to back into the feet of a Manchester City player, who are now going to come forward, and we've cut it out. We're basically just exchanging possession here at this point. No one's really making much of it. In the middle of the park, I think, is going to be. Oh, hold on. Musiala's through. Oh, he's chipped the goalkeeper, but can't keep it under the post, under the crossbar on that occasion. I think the central midfield today is going to be a big battle. You've got Foden, De Bruyne and Rodri there for Manchester City. Obviously, we've got Bellingham, Milankovic-Savic and Tonali in our midfield. 6 very capable players, so that's going to be an interesting battle. Not that we're seeing much of it at the moment. We don't seem to be getting much in the way of highlights. A little bit concerning. We do look like we're the team that are on top here. We're definitely the team that are in form. Can we go and get that all-important goal against Manchester City though? The longer you leave it against City, the more likely it is that they're going to come back and score. Donnarumma there. I mean, is that a clearance? Was that a ball forward with the hope that a player was going to latch onto it? I'm not really sure. Either way, it's fallen to a Manchester City player who are now attempting to build out from the back. Kimmich now. And he's played that one forward, and that's cut out by us. This is a very strange game so far. Mendes out on the left. Can he cross it into the box? He can. It finds Musiala. I think that was a save. Keane back into Musiala, who does put it in the back of the net. He is in fantastic form, is Musiala. He didn't even play the last game because realistically we just wanted to give him a bit of a rest, so we had him for this match. Mendes there. Musiala gets the first header. That one is saved. Keane, as we mentioned earlier in the episode, just making a bit of a nuisance of himself, laying off assists and chances for other player, and Musiala converting that one. And we've got a free kick now as well. Tonali into the box. That one's punched away as far as Musiala. That man always involved at the moment in everything that is good going forward. He turns there, is tackled by Haaland, who is tackled by Bellingham, and Kimmich ends up with the ball, and now it's just a big oof forward from the Manchester City goalkeeper, but we are going to gain that one straight back and attempt to take it back up the other end. Keane through on goal, and Keane has rifled that one into the back of the net. It's an assist and a goal from that man so far. And we are just going to change that and get Lewandowski. We have already told him to ease off tackles. Never mind then. Let's cancel that one off. Lovely little cartwheel there from Moise Keane to celebrate a goal against Manchester City. which again, what a way to announce yourself. He's been here for 3 or 4 games now since he made his move to the red side of Manchester, and scoring against the blue side is always a way to endear yourself with the fans, and it looks like we will be going through, but better not count our chickens, so to speak, before it happens, because Manchester City are a very, very dangerous team. Musiala's through again here. That one, a bit of a soft one. Can't get it past the goalkeeper. Doesn't really make him work too hard to save that one either. Once again, Manchester City playing out from the back, which does kind of suit us, and we've given them all sorts of problems there. Musiala almost getting another goal. He couldn't quite get that one on target, but great reaction there from Lewandowski to nick possession back. Manchester City playing out from the back suits us absolutely fine, because we are pressing and pressing, and we will eventually get another goal. I think Keane can swap here with Lewandowski. We're going to bring on Lorenzo Luca. I want to start giving him some game time, especially with Lewandowski going to be leaving at the end of the season, which we found out in the last episode. So Keane and Luca might well end up being our strike force next season. I mean, they might not. We might go into the summer transfer window and decide that there's a nice shinier striker that we can bring in. I have got my eyes on a couple of them. The problem is they're about 100 million plus. I don't think we're going to get that sort of transfer budget. And it's a lot to splurge on one player, especially if you splurge 100 million and they end up being a flop. For reference of what I mean by that, see Chelsea and every striker they've bought over the last 3 or 4 years and beyond, to be fair. Who was Chelsea's last good striker? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to go Didier Drogba since then. I mean, 96 million, I think it was, they spent on Lukaku. And yeah, not really worth it. Sancho here into the box. Can we get another goal before the end of this match, just to add insult to injury? Oh, we can. And it's Lorenzo Luca, the man that scores it. That is his first goal as a Manchester United player. I mentioned this in the build-up. That's the place to get your debut goal. Sancho there holding up the ball. Mendy's back outside the box and just gets that cross in for Lorenzo Luca. We know this. If you've been a long-term viewer of this channel, we had him at Hertha Berlin. That man is extremely good with his head. I think he's very, very tall, but I remember he's got a good jumping reach on him and good heading ability, and he's proved that today. And what a fantastic time to get your goal against the rival club. Beautiful stuff. Good to see him, you know, getting his first goal, and hopefully that's the first of many. And we've gone through in the FA Cup and beaten our rivals. This is a very, very good start to the episode. What we now need to do is go and beat Liverpool. Let's just give Moise Kean a little bit of a pat on the head. Let's get over, see if we can do the same thing against Liverpool. And for that match against Liverpool, we're going to have Donnarumma in goal, Mendy's, Upamecano, Fofana and Dalot as our back four, Tonali, Fernandes, Milinkovic-Savic in midfield, Musiala, Lewandowski and Keane in front. And we've had to make a few changes, mainly because I've got 4, maybe 5 players out with the flu, which is a little bit annoying. Simakan, one of those, Rodrigo, Bellingham, all out with the flu. And every time it's come up, I've sent them home, gone, don't use the club doctor. That means they're still at the club and we're going to give other players the flu. That's just stupid. Send them home, and everyone's got the flu anyway. So goodness knows what it is that's going around at Old Trafford, but everyone has caught it. With that though, we need to turn our attention to this match against Liverpool at Anfield. And hopefully another good result. It does mean we have the potential to go 8 points clear at the top of the table today, and hopefully win the Premier League in our 3rd season in charge. Would still mean that we could potentially do that quadruple, but even if we don't do the quadruple, I think at least, you know, going and winning the Premier League for United fans would be something very, very big, and something that's probably very, very far away on the horizon at the moment. Alexander-Arnold with a cross into box. Can we get rid of that one? Fofana gets rid of it with his hand, very possibly. I mean, that actually did, on the graphics at least, look like he just kind of Maradona'd it. And he's given away a penalty. We do seem to love doing this against Liverpool and against City, just giving away a nice penalty. You know, we don't want to make it too easy for ourselves. We want to give the other teams we're playing a little bit of an advantage. You know, we're basically starting with a handicap. If we give a penalty away early in the match, and we then go on and win it, we can go, look how good we are. We gave you a head start and we still won. Or it's just that Fofana's a little bit awkward, because he seems to, when he comes in, he does not seem to perform that well. I have been playing Upamecano and Tomori in the centre of defence instead, but Tomori is one of those players out with the flu, so unfortunately couldn't start against Liverpool. Not ideal. We do what we can, and what we can do is apparently put a defender in defence that likes playing volleyball. And we've got yellow cards happening everywhere. Those happen very quickly. Milankovic-Savic and Fernandes both getting yellow cards in very, very quick succession there. We're meant to be favourite, guys. Sort it out. Can we go and get a goal? That'd be lovely. That was a weird start to a highlight as well. Dalot, big cross into box there. That's going to no one. Alisson is just going to sweep that one up and then roll it out to Van Dijk. And now it's a big ball forward to Salah and back to Alexander-Arnold. And Liverpool are looking very, very assured here. They don't seem bothered at all by the fact that we're top at the moment. They just don't look like they care. Whoa, we've been saved by the post there from Jeremy Pino, is it? As well. This is not going the way I want it to. Fernandes now. Ball out to the wing to literally no one. That's always nice. Thank you for that. We were trying to build an attack. By all means, just lob it out wide to a Liverpool player. A Liverpool player that could be Grealish, because Grealish is now at Liverpool. Apparently made the move from Manchester City. I'm guessing that's this season, because I don't remember him being there before. That's a bit of an interesting one. Lewandowski losing the ball now. Oh, we are all over the place in this match. There's Grealish, as I mentioned. And there's Dalot bringing him down for a penalty. I mean, we're not making this easy on ourselves, are we? We seem to want to lose this match. Like, genuinely, it's like we're on self-destruct. What's that? You mentioned we could go 8 points clear. Don't really fancy that. 2 points, that would be a lot nicer. 2 points clear is fine. 8 points clear, that's way too much. And Salah's going to get the second there. And you'd think now that's probably game over. Dalot and Fofana massively letting us down today, as are the team in general. But like, those two obviously giving away penalties. That's not really great. It's not really what we want. Dalot's looking tired. We're going to take him off. We're going to bring on Max Aarons, who never really performs very well in big games either. But hey-ho, we do what we have to. Musiala, who I was, you know, singing his praises in the last match, is on a 6.1 rating. So I think he probably needs to come off as well. And if we could get anything out of this match now, it's going to be an absolute miracle. I'll take a point at this point. A point would be absolutely fine. Mendy's out wide to Aarons. Aarons, can he get a cross in? He can't. It's back to Milankovic-Savic, and even that's not a very good pass. Back to SMS again. Into Aarons. Tonali now. Tonali has pulled one back, and what a goal it is. It's his first goal of the season. Nope, we're definitely not VAR checking that. I thought we were for a second. I'm about to say there is absolutely no chance of offside with that one. That was very awkward build-up play, but Tonali just sees a little bit of a spot there in the top right and goes for it. And absolutely, we will take that. That is one goal. Can we get a second and just get a point out of this match? A point keeps us 5 points clear, so I'll be happy with that. It's not ideal. I'd prefer 3 points, but I don't think we're getting that today. Mendy's now bringing it out of defence to Sancho. Forward to SMS. Can he get it forward? Kind of. Over to Aarons. It all just feels a bit awkward in this match. Nothing seems to be flowing as well. Aarons cross it into the box, and that one is cleared pretty easily by whichever Liverpool defender that was. But SMS has re-grabbed it. Lewandowski can't get that past the goalkeeper. That was a really easy goal for him to score, and instead it's kind of straight at Alisson. What do we do here? We can make one more change. Who's not performing very well? Fernandes. Fernandes isn't performing great. Yeah, I think we take him off. Let's take Fernandes off. Let's bring Ward-Prowse on, because obviously that gives us some good set piece ability as well. We'll just fire up the team and we'll move to attacking for the last few minutes of this match. I don't mind losing by 3-1 if the option is 2-1 or 3-1 and go attacking, fine, we'll concede another goal, but hopefully this gives us a little bit more attacking emphasis by going attacking for the last 10-15 minutes and allows us to grab a goal. Or it makes us really, really open at the back because everyone's flooding forward and Liverpool go and grab another one. We'll see how this pans out. Luis Diaz now over on that side and the ball is played back to him again. Can we get hold of that one? We can't. Jeremy Pino in bags of space. We have just sort of managed to narrow his shooting angle there enough that it goes into the side netting, and we're coming to the end of this match now and I don't think we're getting anything out of it, he says, but we have got a highlight. Mendy's into Sancho, nodded back down to Mendy's to Lewandowski. Is that going to be a penalty? It looks like we're looking at VAR for a potential penalty. We're going to drop this back to positive if it is a penalty. Are we going to get one? We've got a penalty go our way. So 2 penalties for Liverpool, 1 for United. Can we convert our one through Lewandowski? We can with ease. And that is 2-2. All we need to do now is not concede in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this match. That seems like a very easy thing to do. Yeah, we're not even going to get another highlight. Okay, so it's 2-2 on the evening. I mean, I will take the 1 point after going 2-0 down through those penalties. It keeps us 5 points clear at the top of the table. I don't know if we've got any big Premier League games left this year. Having a look through, Arsenal is probably our biggest one. Oh, we got Manchester City towards the end of the season. The rest, I think, are winnable. Everton have been doing all right this season. They're 5th, but they've taken a few points. I think they've beaten Liverpool in both their matches, so that's definitely one to watch. For the moment, we've got Everton coming up next, bizarrely. We've got our Champions League ties. We've also got an FA Cup 5th round against West Ham now, but I think unless something dramatic happens, like we lose to Nice here, or we look like we're going to lose to West Ham, we'll probably come back towards the Arsenal game maybe, or even later, depending what else is going on, so we can get this season done with and see if we can win that quadruple. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like down below on the video. It does really, really help out. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the team at the moment. What are we doing well? Do we need to sign another striker for next season? Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to our 2,000 subscriber mark. We're not miles off now, but if we could do that before the end of September, it would be absolutely fantastic. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching today. Check out the video that's on the screen now, and I'll see you in a couple of days for our next set of matches, and hopefully we'll be one step closer to winning the quadruple. Bye bye.